Here's the special bit, Abarth. Good morning, welcome back to the channel. You join us on a beautiful Sunday morning with a little bit of wind, which is much needed. Monika's found a new coffee spot, so we're going to head off about a 15-minute ride along the coast, grab a coffee, and what a perfect way to start a Sunday. I can't believe it's here. Oh my, I saw this for the first time last week and I cannot believe it's here again. This is a car that until a week ago I'd never seen in my life. They never sold this in the UK, they never sold it in the US, so if you're British or American, don't expect to ever have seen this before in your life. I did a search in the UK to see how many of these cars are on British roads. 0. I've also seen a few forums that says there are less than 3 of these in the USA. It is an Autobianchi A112, and here's the special bit, Abarth. They made it from 1969 to 1986. So Autobianchi logo, Bianchi logo, Abarth logo, Abarth writing on the side. This is a 1 litre, 5-speed, 70 horsepower, under 700 kilo Italian answer to the Mini. It came out about 10 years after the Mini first came out, and it was made, Autobianchi, by Bianchi Bicycles, Fiat and Pirelli, joint partnership to make Autobianchi, and this is the first ever Abarth to be made in collaboration with the Fiat Group, the first ever Fiat Abarth collaboration. It had moderate success in rallying, and it was so popular it actually had its own rally series, a 1 mark rally series just with this car. Apparently they rusted ferociously, but this one, and I've checked it because Monika's told me off a few times for getting overexcited and talking nonsense about cars, and I've had a few people saying, Freddie, you've just said that car's immaculate. It's a borderline write-off, so can you stop it? So I've checked it. It's so immaculate. Everywhere you look at the little scorpion, the Abarth logo there. Monika, go and have a look inside that. The simple interior. Look at that steering wheel there, the Autobianchi Abarth steering wheel. This is, I would class this as immaculate actually. I've had a look online. If you want these, there's only one place to go, that's Europe. You must come to Europe if you want a very good condition Abarth model. 15,000 euros it's going to cost you. Did you get every angle of that, Monika? Front, back, side?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a very special car. You can pick up the non-Abarth version for about 4,000 euros. They made 1.2 million of these cars, and actually when they first came out, when this car first came out, it was so popular, they had a 1-year waiting list, And what's even more interesting, of the 1.2 million made, over 10% of them were this Abarth model. That's a huge percentage of the sporty version that were made. I absolutely love it. I love it. The styling. Oh, it's a glorious little thing. Okay, let's go, let's carry on. Monika had a great suggestion, and I'm going to do it. Put a letter through the letterbox and ask if I can rent the car for a day, because it just looks like an absolute joy to whiz around. Well, whiz up to Tede on that. That is just the most beautiful car to enjoy at Tenerife. And so I'm going to put a letter through the letterbox and ask, do you know what, these cars, these vehicles, cars, bikes, the everyday cars and bikes, they excite me more than, for example, a Ferrari in a dealership, because they're everyday cars here. They're just normal everyday cars. Cannot tell you how much it excites me. Letter through the letterbox tonight. was delicious. This place is just slightly away from the touristy area, and you get a real local vibe here. We'd have no idea it existed unless Monika had done some research and found it. But what I usually do now, after a coffee, whether it's on the balcony or a coffee shop, I have started to use an app called Readly. And Readly is an app that has thousands of magazine subscriptions all under one roof. £7.99 a month, and if you click on a link in the description below, you get the first 2 months for free. So first 2 months free, £7.99 a month after that, and you can cancel at any time. But for me now, being in Tenerife, to be able to get all of the British magazines, for example, Ride magazine, which is a motorbike one I read every month, Bike magazine, British GQ, and some other business magazines, to be able to still get those magazines and enjoy them in Tenerife is incredible. And Monika can have her sub-accounts, and she can see her lifestyle and photography magazines there. You can download the offline magazines as well, so you can read them while you're on a flight. And it's genuinely a game-changing bit of kit for me. I absolutely love it. But we're going to finish off our lattes, hit the road, and just make the most of this beautiful day. Monika's just popped into the shops and I've spotted a beautiful looking Harley Sportster. I don't know why, I just get the feeling that one day I'll own one of these Sportsters. I really like the beautiful simplicity of that. Look at that instrument gauge there. Everything is so just beautiful, simple, single-sided disc on the front. I actually didn't know that. Single-sided disc. I think they're only about 60 horsepower, so no need for any more. Such a classically good-looking bike. Actually, it looks like it's unusual shaped handlebars on those. Quite like that. And then with the 3 lights on the front, it's just a nice-looking bike. That tiny. I'm always surprised when I'm right next to the Sportsters how small they actually are. They really are very small bikes and suitable for all riders, even beginner riders, learner riders. These would be very, very easy to ride. Big fan of them. Just came for a little walk in El Duque, parked up there, and I was wondering with Monika, electric vehicle owners in Tenerife will probably struggle because we haven't seen one electric charging centre or forecourt here, and we just have. First one we've seen actually. Although Tenerife's so small, if you've got a range of about 200 miles, you can just charge it at home, I guess, but that's the only one we've seen so far in Tenerife. So El Duque is a very nice area, right on the edge of the touristy spot of Tenerife. Really nice beach, and I think all of the sands had to be imported from the Sahara, so it would just be a really, really rocky beach line, but they imported a huge amount of sand from the Sahara, dumped it all there, and they've made a beautiful beach now. I couldn't find anything online to confirm 100%, but this looks like it's been sand imported from the Sahara, because it is just perfect. And the color of that sea, that is turquoise. I really hope the camera picks that up, because I think it's probably the beach of Tenerife, actually, this one. So this beach has been awarded the Blue Flag for its cleanliness and facilities, and you can see why. I think these palm trees have been cleverly planted, although they look really naturally done, and a lot of the buildings here look like kind of old German style buildings. It's a really, really nice atmosphere, but a lot of it is artificial. And I don't mean that in a bad way, it's just Tenerife really have created a proper little paradise.
Life's a coat of many colors. It is never black and white. Can't have one without the other. The dark without the light. In the summer we were lovers. With a flame our hearts would burn. A flame the autumn would smother, and leave this heart to yearn forever blue, forever blue. I'm putting on a show for the world to see. No one will ever know that without you I'm forever blue. No more waking up early just to watch you sleep. We turn a blind eye to worry, but such times we'll never keep. I found a new smile this morning that doesn't come out as a frown. A smile to wear while performing.
This is a proper beer made in Tenerife, Dorada. That's El Teide, so it is made right here in Santa Cruz, about 50 miles away. Monika's gone for a latte. The most stunning beach in Tenerife, El Duque Beach, is a 2-minute walk that way, but we just needed a bit of time out of the sun, so we've come here for a break. Let me tell you something interesting, because a few days ago I did a poll on Instagram, and I asked all Ducati owners and ex-owners, can you answer these questions for me? Because I've got an up-and-coming podcast where I want to find out, is a Ducati a genuinely good used proposition as a motorbike, or are they a bit like Ferraris of the biking world, high maintenance and expensive to maintain? So I asked 2 questions. The first one, would you describe your Ducati as reliable? 53% of Ducati owners said yes, they would describe their Ducati as reliable. And there were over 500 people who actually did reply to these questions. And the second question, would you buy another Ducati? 52% of Ducati owners, and that was the other one before, just to show you that I'm not just making them up out of thin air. That's not a ringing endorsement for Ducati. I was surprised. I expected it to be closer to the 70% mark, and there were quite a few owners who did say, who did say that it was expensive they were expensive to maintain, and they were slightly high maintenance. A lot of people, of course, said they were very, very good bikes, but I found that really interesting. And that's it. Monika and I will just finish off our drinks. I made a little bit of Readly reading, and if you would like your free 2-month subscription, just click on a link in the description below. It's 2 months free, £7.99 a month after that, cancel anytime, and genuinely, hand on heart, I would very, very highly recommend it. I think it's superb. But that's it. Thank you so much for coming along with us today. Please do give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.